No long waits, no frequent trips to the charging station. It sounds like science fiction, but it's now becoming reality. This is no longer a dream. Recently, the CEO of BYD introduced something that's not only making headlines in China, but is also creating ripples from Tesla's headquarters in California to Toyota's offices in Japan, the BYD Blade battery. But this is no ordinary battery. Seeing this, Elon Musk's concerns have grown and major companies like Toyota are rethinking their EV strategies. So, what makes this battery so special? It's not just about charging speed, there's something deeper that could shake the very foundation of the EV industry. What unique technology has BYD developed and how could it completely disrupt the EV market? We'll uncover that in this video. But before we dive in, if you want to stay updated on the world of technology and EVs, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Before understanding BYD's game-changing battery, it's important to look at their strategy because that's where the real story begins. Today, the only company pushing Elon Musk's Tesla back in the EV race is BYD, a name that quietly entered the electric vehicle world with solid preparation and has now surprised the entire industry. For years, people believed Tesla would always dominate the EV market, but BYD flipped the script with a different mindset, a unique approach and practical strategies. Unlike Tesla, which stayed in the expensive premium segment, BYD focused on the mid-range and affordable market where the real user base lies. This wasn't an accident, it was the foresight of BYD's CEO, Wang Chuanfu. In his words, if you want to change the world, you have to make technology for the common man, not just for the rich. That vision became the company's greatest strength. BYD also adopted vertical integration on a scale few others could match. The company manufactures nearly everything in-house from batteries and motors to chips and software. Tesla does much of this as well, but BYD took it further by keeping its entire supply chain under control. This reduced costs significantly and ensured that production never stopped even during the global chip shortage of 2021 and 2022. Another advantage came from its decision to focus on both electric vehicles and plug-in hybrids. While much of the industry rushed exclusively toward EVs, BYD recognized that in markets like China, where charging infrastructure is not yet fully developed, hybrids would provide a crucial bridge. Cars such as the Chin Plus, DMI, and Song Plus went on to achieve record-breaking sales. At the same time, BYD spent very little on marketing, relying instead on the strength of its product. The quality, performance, and price of its vehicles were strong enough that customers themselves became brand ambassadors, praising the cars enthusiastically on social media. While Elon Musk often talks about colonizing Mars, BYD has been reshaping the EV landscape here on Earth. In 2024, it overtook Tesla in EV sales, delivering just over 3 million units compared to Tesla's 1.88 million. The message is clear. BYD is not just making cars, it's setting new standards every day. This brings us to the innovation that has captured the world's attention, the Blade battery. Until now, the EV industry struggled with two main problems, slow charging and safety risks. BYD's Blade battery addresses both. It can charge to 80% in just minutes, meaning that on a long journey you'd barely finish your cup of coffee before your car was ready to go. Beyond safety, it also offers remarkable longevity. Thanks to its advanced chemistry and cooling technology, it performs almost as well after 8 to 10 years of use as it did on the first day, meaning no costly replacements every few years. The Blade battery isn't simply a new component, it's a reinvention of how EV batteries are designed. Traditional batteries use numerous small cells grouped into modules which are then assembled into a pack. BYD eliminated the module entirely. The long blade-shaped cells are arranged directly into an array and integrated into the pack itself. This structural innovation maximizes space, significantly increases energy density, and allows for more power storage without increasing size. The real genius of the Blade battery lies in its architecture. Traditional batteries are built using thousands of small cells, grouped into modules. BYD eliminated these modules, entirely arranging the blade-shaped cells directly into the pack. This innovation saves space, boosts energy density, and strengthens the overall structure. More energy fits into the same footprint, directly translating into greater range. While many of its competitors in the electric vehicle arena race to adopt nickel-manganese-cobalt or NMC battery chemistry, seeking to maximize range figures above all else, BYD made a contrarian and strategically patient choice. The company placed a significant long-term bet on lithium iron phosphate, or LFP, chemistry. For years, this decision was viewed by industry outsiders as a compromise. LFP batteries were renowned for their inherent stability and safety, being far less prone to thermal runaway and fires, but they notoriously lagged behind NMC in key performance metrics, particularly energy density. This resulted in heavier battery packs and vehicles with less range, positioning LFP as a less glamorous utilitarian option. However, BYD's engineers were not content with the status quo. They dedicated immense research and development resources to fundamentally re-architect the LFP battery itself. Their breakthrough came not from a change in core chemistry, but from a revolutionary structural design. By rethinking the cell's architecture and the way modules are integrated into the vehicle, they dramatically increased the pack's volumetric efficiency. This innovative approach effectively solved the energy density puzzle, allowing their new generation LFP batteries to achieve competitive, and in some cases superior, driving ranges compared to NMC equivalents. The result is a power source that represents a trifecta of virtues once considered mutually exclusive by the industry. BYD's Blade battery combines the legendary inherent safety of LFP chemistry with a longevity that far surpasses that of NMC, significantly reducing long-term capacity degradation. And now, crucially, it delivers the range that modern consumers demand. This synergy directly addresses the triumvirate of anxieties that have long plagued potential EV buyers: the fear of being stranded due to slow charging, the visceral concern over safety risks associated with battery fires, and the nagging worry about long-term battery degradation and costly replacements. In doing so, BYD has accomplished something far more profound than merely releasing another successful product. It has systematically dismantled key psychological barriers to adoption and, in the process, has built a foundational trust in the very idea of electric mobility. This trust, forged through demonstrable technological superiority in core areas of consumer concern, is not just selling cars, it is actively transforming the entire automotive market, compelling even its rivals to reevaluate their own technological roadmaps and accelerating the global transition to sustainable transportation. For Tesla, this is a direct challenge. Elon Musk can no longer rely solely on flashy features or a premium brand image. The competition is now about core technology, cost efficiency, and reliability. For Toyota, which has invested heavily in hydrogen and future solid-state batteries, the Blade battery represents a present-day reality that forces a re-evaluation of their entire strategy. The Blade battery isn't just hardware, it's a philosophy. It reflects BYD's belief that the future belongs not to the company with the fanciest image, but to the one that builds technology for the masses, solves real problems, and delivers at scale. With this innovation, BYD hasn't simply joined the EV race, it is setting the pace, leaving even giants like Tesla and Toyota scrambling to keep up. The story of BYD is a reminder that revolutions don't always start with the loudest voices or flashiest headlines. Sometimes they begin quietly with steady preparation, relentless innovation, and a vision to make the extraordinary accessible to everyone. And if the Blade battery is any indication, the future of electric vehicles may not be written in Silicon Valley or Tokyo, but in the hands of a company from Shenzhen that dared to think differently. Previously, hybrid vehicles were considered transition technology, a temporary solution until the arrival of EVs, but BYD has proven that hybrids can be a powerful future in their own right. This launch has created a stir in the auto industry. Until now, companies like Tesla were trying to limit EV ranges to 600 or 700 kilometers, but BYD has broken the 2,000-kilometer barrier with its hybrid. Furthermore, the media and experts are now considering it the biggest threat to EVs. Because honestly, if hybrids can be this powerful, why would people switch completely to EVs? Engine magic. If anything in the car world can be called magic, it's BYD's new hybrid engine. At first glance, it appears to be just a simple 1.5-liter petrol engine, but once you understand its true power, it's kind of mind-boggling. BYD has created a combination of petrol engine and electric motor that is perfectly balanced and powerful. This means you'll not only experience smooth driving but also, incredible fuel efficiency. This hybrid system comes in two variants. The first delivers 161 horsepower, while the